What's going on, Odd Fish, God's Fish? It's 10 here, back with another confession. So today I wanted to confess that, I'm kind of living in God's love bubble right now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Obviously, the past few weeks, kind of since I've been starting this, it's been kind of rough, and I've, just kind of been going through a rough time, just kind of dealing with my depression and dealing with my anxiety. But the past few days, man, I've just been really loved on by friends and my church family, and just really kind of poured into, people really kind of taking the time to talk to me and invest time in me and kind of check in with me. And people are buying me food and all this other stuff, and just I don't know, I'm feeling really grateful and thankful. And I don't know, man, it's nice to know that I have people in my life that actually care about me, and they care about my well-being, and they want me to do well, and they want to see me win, and they want to see me grow and progress. But it's a whole other thing when they actually take the time to pour into you. I even have some friends, some coworkers that anytime I have a problem, they'll let me kind of unload on them, and just vent to them and get all of my emotions out. And they're really good about actually just listening to me, but giving me actual advice that I can use and try to incorporate into my daily life, And it's really kind of showing me how God works, and the intention of having a community and having friendship and building relationships and things like that. And it's real, I don't know, it's I'm in a new place of vulnerability, but in a joyous way, you know what I mean? Not in an uncomfortable kind of way, which is really nice, and it's really new, and I'm not quite used to it yet. I had this kind of revelation a few days ago that really challenged me in how I see myself and how I view myself and think about myself. And it forced me to kind of have to put some preconceived notions behind me, and really start to look at my confidence and how I think about myself and how I feel about myself, and be better in that. I know I said either last week or a couple weeks ago that I struggle with being kind to myself and being gentle and loving myself and all of these things. But I have people in my life that they really challenge that. They're just bro, you have no reason to not be confident and be proud of yourself. You've done so many things in your life that you should be proud of. Even I have family members that have been there are things that you've accomplished that I'm never ever going to be able to experience, and you should be able to take pride in that. And I'm finally in a place in my heart and in my mind where I can really hear it, not just listen to it, but really hear it, and hear it in my heart. I had a friend that challenged me to write all these affirmations on my mirror. And I pretty much was I don't like mirrors. I don't really look in the mirror like that. He was just you have to do it, because that's the only way that you're going to see what you need to work on and the things that you've accomplished. You know what I mean? There are just truths about myself that I really, honestly just refuse to believe. Things that I'm beautiful, and that I'm talented and creative and worthy of love and accolades and things like that. That I've never really believed, and I'm a work in progress. So because I'm very self-aware. I know who I am, and I know what I'm capable of. I know my talents. I know good things within me, but it's a lot of it, and this is what I was explaining to my friends. I was it's really just a matter of perspective. People have told me that, I have a light, and that light shines when I walk into a room, and that my energy can shift a room. And it was just not that was just something that I've known and I've been aware of, especially more recently. But I think the thing that kind of threw me for a loop kind of in my revelation was that people get affected by me. And that's great, and that's cool, and that's good, and I'm glad. But I'm not affecting myself. So it's like, I don't really know what I'm doing that's really affecting other people, if that makes sense. So like the example that my friend gave me, you know, like we met at work, and he was just like, you said one thing to me on my first day of working with you and it stuck with me this entire time. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. He was like, it was just the way that you rolled the chords. He was like, you know, like chords have a rhythm. They'll tell you where it wants, where they want to go. And he was like, and I've remembered that from that day forward. And I was just like, I literally don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that, but like, I was like, that sounds like something I've said. And he was like, and literally from that day forward, no matter where I am, I'm like, I'm mindful of chords. And he was like, and it's so small, like that's something so small, but it's like you have those little effects on people. And I was like, that's cool, like that's good, like that's good to know. I was like, because for me, it's not that like I need people's approval. It's that I'm just not aware of the effect that I have on people. So it's like, if you don't tell me, I don't know. So I'm just kind of, because I'm just walking around in the world just being myself. That's it. That's all I can do. That's all I'm responsible for. And so it's like, it's nice. And what I'm kind of learning about myself is that like, I really need to know I'm on the right track. I'm doing the right things, and that the things that I'm hoping the things that I am putting out into the world, that's actually what's being perceived, if that makes sense. Because I can't tell, I don't know. I'm just being myself. I'm just existing in the world. I'm just doing me, boo-boo. So it was just nice. It was like nice to hear. And I've had conversations like that with people in the past, but just kind of like being like really intentional about it. It was just like really good. It was just, I don't know, like I've been in a really good headspace these past couple days. It's been really nice. So that other part of me is now kind of like, all right, when is crap gonna hit the fan? But until it does, I'm just gonna kind of ride this out, because I don't get these moments very often. So I'm glad that I'm okay. Like, I'm glad that I'm good, and I'm glad that I'm headed in the right direction. And though I still have like a lot of questions, you know, just kind of about life and about my purpose and like what I'm really supposed to be doing, that like I can seek God in that, and like have confidence that like that he's equipped me with everything that I'm supposed to have in terms of like my knowledge and my my preparedness, and that he's not going to lead me astray, and that the plan that he has for me is perfect and it will come to fruition. But I'm in a place, at least within these last couple days, that like I really am starting to believe it, and that I can be the greatest version of myself, and like actually accomplish that and be okay with that, and it not be boastful or egotistical of me to believe those things about myself. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, like it's been really good. It's been really good. I've been like dancing around church and singing in the house, and just, I don't know, just like being in love with God and like being in love with myself. And like, it's good. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to give love and have love and be loved. And I don't know, it's fun. It's nice. It's like I'm in God's little love bubble. It's what it feels like right now. So yeah, that's it. Like, I just wanted to confess that like, yeah, I feel loved, and it's nice, and it's good, and I feel hopeful for like the first time in like a really long time. So I'm excited about that. But all right, Oddfish, I love you. Thank you so much for being here with me on this journey. You know, I thank God for you, and I ask blessings for him over your life and over your journey. All right, love you. We out.